Hello YouTube. You'll notice that I've got my trusty SV back. It's had a new rear tyre fitted at the weekend, which I'm chuffed about. Wasn't chuffed about the price, but chuffed it's been fixed. But when I had the tyre replaced, me and my big mouth said to the guy that was fitting it for me that my previous tyre had it repaired twice. I'd had it plugged. Now then, when I told him this, he told me that plugging a tyre was illegal, and I could fail an MOT with it, which I thought was a bit odd because it had recently passed its MOT and there was no advisories or anything like that. And I wasn't sure what he was saying was actually right, so after he sort of went away from sorting my tyre, I thought I'd do a bit of research. Now there were lots of stuff on forums which neither confirmed or denied what this chap had said, so it was all a bit fuzzy. Anyway, I came across an article on Motorcycle News' website. Now it was quite old, I think it was dated 2009. Anyway, it talked about how there was a British standard for fixing motorcycle tyres and repairing them, and in it said that depending on what speed rating a tyre is, now that was one thing I didn't really understand, but anyway, if you have a tyre that has a speed rating of J, the letter J, you can get away with repairing it twice. If you have a tyre that has a speed rating of up to V, I think it is, then you only can repair it once. And obviously if it happens on more than those occasions, depending on what tyre you've got, then you have to sort of chuck the tyre and have it replaced. Now, it also mentioned that you can only have the tyre repaired in the the top of the tyre, not the wall, because obviously that's an area where there's too much flexibility, and any repair would pop out anyway. But you can have your tyre fixed in the main body of the tyre as long as it's within 25% of the side of the tyre, which is fair enough. Anyway, I was still a bit confused because I wasn't sure what speed rating my tyres were. So because I've got Bridgestones, I think the BT23s, I think they are, whatever that means. Anyway, I went on their website, looked up the tyre, and it said that my speed rating for my tyres were W, the letter W, which obviously is higher than J and higher than a V. So maybe that sort of got me thinking that maybe this guy was kind of right, because if he was saying that speed rating up to V you can only get away with one repair, I theoretically, with having a tyre that's a speed rating of W, I've gone above that. So maybe what I should have done is chucked it after the second puncture that I had. But I don't fully know for definite. So I guess what I'm doing, I'm chucking the question out there to some of you guys that have got a bit more experience than I am and know a little bit more about these things than I do. Is what this guy telling me correct, in that my tyre is illegal once you repair it, and if I was to repair it, obviously well within the realms of the speed rating of the tyre, is it likely to fail an MOT? So that's the two questions I like to answer, if you don't mind. So if you know the answer, and obviously know a little bit more than I do, then please drop a comment below, because I'll be interested to know. You may also know of something more current. I mean, like I say, the article that I read was dated 2009, so there might be something out there that I've not kind of found, that I'll be interested to know where it's located. And also you know, is there any legislation about it? Because the British Standard said it was, although it wasn't the law, it was kind of the guidelines. So it'd be interesting to know if there was actually a law about fixing tyres. So yeah, like I say, if you've got any advice or any useful knowledge that you can pass on to me, let me know below. And there we go, guys, I think that'll do for now. So as always, ride safe, and I'll catch you next time.